easy to get caught up in numbers. How many followers you got? How many people came out to the show? How many downloads you got? But you can be a success in the eyes of the world, yet still a failure in the eyes of God. So I'm trying not to let numbers dictate my picture of success.
Yo, what's going on? Salute, it's your brother Jahaziel. And what has God done for me? Well, I guess I could summarize that simply by saying He's changed my life. That's the bottom line. He's taken me from being a thief, liar, fornicator, to being a man, a husband, a father, a leader. So what am I doing for God? Well, I guess all I do is a response, all I do is a response to what He's done. And I feel like the main thing I do is I tell the world. I tell people about how good He is. I tell people about His word and what He did on the cross and sending His Son Jesus to die for our sins. So, as well as that, I try to just make myself available for Him to use me in any practical way, whether that be practically to, help people find jobs, help young people develop in their skills, help people grow in their, confidence, whatever. I just, hope that God would use me in practical ways to, help people, feed the poor.
Music has always been a part of my life. Growing up, I had the privilege to, be in the studio with many reggae greats, people like Barrington Levy and Ferris Hammond, these people, because my uncle was a reggae singer named Maxi Priest that, was really, really big in like the 90s. And he was a real inspiration to me, being in the studio, seeing him do what he does, and just really appreciating his music as well. Being a fan of his music was a real inspiration for me. So originally, I had in mind that I wanted to try and sing, and I tried it a couple of times, and the response wasn't so good. So I thought, okay, maybe that's not my thing. But my cousin had basically we went to a venture playground we used to go to in the summer holidays, and my cousin was asked to do a rap on a song that they were doing at a studio, and he chickened out at the last minute. And I must have been about 13 or 14, and I said, all right, I'll step up, and I wrote a little something, and did it. And then I remember that whole summer, like, the times we didn't have no CD players or whatever, it was all tape cassettes. Everyone was dubbing the tape off to other people, and everyone was like, oh, you killed it on that track, and rah, rah, rah. So I made me think, you know what, maybe I could do this. So I started to write more and take it more seriously. That went on for a while, and I was brewing confidence. More opportunities came up, and I've been doing, events and what have you. And I started to do remixes for mainstream artists. But it was around that time that things started to pick up with that I kind of came to a fork in the road, because I was being offered a publishing deal by a company on one hand, but on the other hand, I recently become a Christian. I felt like most of what I was rapping about was lies. I used to lie, it was all fabricated. I would lie about the lifestyle I wasn't living, girls that I didn't have, money I didn't have, but I just create this image and this fantasy life. And so I started to feel like, I guess, a tug of war between being real about what was really going on, because, I was thinking about eternity and mortality and what happens after this life and what's the purpose of life. And those are the kind of things that were going around my head. And I'm reading the Bible and learning, all these things. But then, on the other hand, I can make money by telling lies and just rapping that people want to hear. I had to choose which way I was going to go. At least that's what it felt like. And I made the decision to let God win, for Him to do His thing through me, and just go with what was real, And I did that, and I've never regretted it since, man. And I've had the opportunity to travel, all around the world and stuff doing music. So that's kind of where I'm coming from musically. Yeah, so the album Heads Up, which is out now, it's my second album technically, man, I'm really excited about this album. I've had some amazing collaborations on there. I've been able to collaborate with some of my favorite UK artists, artists like A-Star, Governor B, Dwayne Triumph, and then guys from the States as well who I really respect. Guys like D-Mob, Sean Simmons, Christon Gray, just to name a few. Yeah, man, I'm really excited about the projects. It's the first thing I've put out for a little while, and you know, for the last at least year or two, I've just been getting mad messages on, you know, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, like, when's a new album dropping, we need a new album. So it'd be good to kind of satisfy people's hunger for a minute. But no, I really hope the album, what it's designed to do is to encourage people, and the album's called Heads Up for that reason, that, you know, it's the kind of thing that, you know, the listener, I hope, will hear and will take draw hope from it, really, draw some encouragement from it. Heads Up has some different meanings to it. It definitely is one about encouragement and lifting your head up. It's also about, like, you know, when someone says, oh, I'll give you the heads up on something, it's like they're giving you some advanced information on something that's important. And so I feel like the album is very much that, trying to put people up on truths about the Bible and what Jesus taught. So yes, the album has the title has a few different meanings, and people ask me what the cover's about and what does that mean. I think one of the other things, because you see like two arrows pointing down where it says heads up, and for me that very much signifies a principle that Jesus taught, which is the way up sometimes is the way down. It's when you humble yourself that he lifts you up.
It's been good chilling with you. It's your brother Jahaziel. You can catch me on Twitter, you can catch me on Facebook. It's all the same, Jahaziel Music. That's Jahaziel Music. Also, you can catch me at jahazielmusic.com, where you can download my new album, Heads Up, available on iTunes or Amazon or any stockist. So please follow me. Much love. God bless. Peace.
I just really wanna reach you, man. I need you to remind me I don't need